This offseason for the Chicago Bulls has been an interesting one to say the least. But Bleacher Report, they just gave the Chicago Bulls a hell of a grade on their offseason thus far. Y'all know me and C Dub got to talk about that. And then to end the show, we got to show a little love to Lonzo Ball and go over some of the comments that he left on one of his recent episodes of the podcast, talking about now being a Cleveland Cavalier. Y'all know me and C Dub gonna talk about it all and break it down, but you gotta hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, C-Dub. What's the word?
What's the word? We heard y'all in that last video. Y'all mad, but buy them out. I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
But hey, man, if y'all peep it's gonna be a new intro coming before the whole start of the new season. But damn, we got Lonzo Ball jumping out of bounds, throwing the balls away. Now you go. It's crazy work. But nonetheless, man, look, hey, Chicago Bulls. You went out there, you got yourself Noah Essengay. You went out there and signed drafted Ulbrich in the second round. Then you got yourself a hell of a deal with Trey Jones this offseason thus far. So in a number of moves, C-Dub, Bleacher Report, they came out with some grades for every NBA team. I'm scrolling. Where my Bulls at? I see B. I said B. So for y'all right now, Bleacher Report has given the Chicago Bulls a B. Fair, or are they being too generous? Type fair or too generous right now in the comment box and let us know how y'all feeling about that, because me and C-Dub about to break it all down. C-Dub, you heard Bleacher's Report's grade. What grade are you giving them? And was they being fair or too damn generous?
Let's just look at the landscape of what they've done in the off season so far, and that you just eloquated so nicely. We drafted Essengay. I like him. I like the Australian kid as a plan B. Even Essengay is a plan B to me, but I'm okay with Essengay and what he is and what we got him at. We signed Trey Jones, which is a great sign up. I was hoping we'd sign him up to be the backup point guard. But to get a B with an incomplete assignment is crazy. We had this program in Chicago Public Schools called No Child Left Behind. That's when we altered the grade to make sure every child was with their particular grade and no stress or the child wouldn't feel bad that he had to repeat a grade and all his contemporaries are moving on without him. This isn't that. This is the real world. And when in the real world, the Chicago Bulls grade can be nothing more than a C because it's incomplete. In my classroom, we grade all the way through. This is what you guys had to do. You had to trade Vooch. And you guys have to get a big center in here. You did none of that. So at this point in time, even with Josh Giddey not even signed yet, I understand that you guys have a little bit better leverage now because nobody wants Giddey, seeing that Brooklyn did not make an offer. But still, he is not signed. That means he's going to be a problem for a little bit, trying to bargain along with you guys. You guys got your leverage, and he seems to think that he got some type of leverage. So, with that being said, it can only be a C. A B, this is not no child left behind. This is the real world. We're going to grade our team appropriately. C.
I ain't mad at it. I think that is fair. I think that Bleacher Report was probably being a little too generous, because let the next ranking come out and there's gonna be something to where they scold the Chicago Bulls at that particular moment. But their reasoning behind it, for those that are still wondering what they actually said, you can go check out the entire article too over on Bleacher Report. But One of their reasons was Chicago has assembled a locker room full of big, long forwards in Montes Buzella, Noah Essegay, and Patrick Williams. They'll need as much playmaking as possible to maximize these wings with the return of Trey Jones being a big help. I'm not necessarily mad at it. The offseason for me, I'm giving it a C plus. I'm usually a harsher grader than C Dub, but I don't know. C Dub, I feel him because again, I told y'all it's just random moments in time. Yeah, last night, 10 p.m., I'm watching The Beekeeper. Hell of a movie, by the way, with the churn, with my churn and my wife. And a commercial came on because who paying that extra few dollars on Amazon Prime for no ads? Not me. We gonna take this intermission. I looked at my phone to go recoup some more popcorn. Why is Vooch still on my team? That is a daily thing for me right now. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get over being so salty that he's still here. And then I'm gonna just have to move on. I get it. There's gonna be some people that be like, Vooch is a double guy. I get it. But when did Vooch check back into the NBA league last season? He was there, but he was the dude on the side, like, man, I'm finna go punch in and go hide, so the managers won't find me. He was the other person, a part of the project that ain't did shit but want the good grade. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. So I think that they was probably being a little bit too generous. But again, I think some of the moves that the Chicago Bulls have made, if we being fair, I think they was some solid moves. Except one major move that needs to be made.
Yes.
Except one major move. Two, again, C-Dub's point with Josh Giddey, you got to get him locked up, make sure that he's good to go. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at the Nikola Vucevic trade. And to be quite honest with you, the Lonzo Ball trade, I consider that a wash. That's just me, though. I don't really give that a good or a bad thing. I just say it was a move that was like, okay, for me.
For you. Yeah. I understand that Lonzo Ball trade. It's something that was destined to happen. So I knew that with the record of the Chicago Bulls and doing trades that we wasn't going to get much out of it. Isaac Okoro, he's okay. He's serviceable. We already have a Patrick Williams, though. We'll see how that works out when we get into the season. I just want to get to you guys squandered an opportunity, Chicago Bulls.
You think so?
I was willing to give out extra credit and extra bonus credit if you guys would have got rid of Vooch. You could have possibly had a B plus with just that move combined with the moves that you already did. So, hey man, when you be lazy, you get a bad grade and you got to take it home to mom.
C-Dub, can you believe this offseason, the person that went for the most assets, at least in draft capital, was Desmond Bane?
Listen to say it again, nephew, and keep a straight face while you say it.
The person that went for the most assets was Desmond Bane.
This with the arms, Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, bro. He went for the most assets. So what we could have got for Nick Vooch, bro?
Nothing like that. KD,
not even
Rockets ain't even had to give up much to get KD.
We can't finesse nobody like that. That's a for Bane. You let's just switch over to NBA really fast, like for a minute. Do you agree with all that shit for Desmond Bane?
After you seen what else everybody else is giving away and giving up, I think y'all overreached. But it's teams in the East that's pushing. The Atlanta
going
Hawks
for
is pushing. The Orlando Magic is pushing. They see this opportunity with teams like Boston being down and Indiana being down. Teams are going for it. I just hope it works out for them.
Why the Bulls did? I mean, I understand. I would have been good if the Bulls would have went for it. I mean, taking advantage of this like 1 year that you could sneak in there and be competitive. I would have been good if they did or did not. How you feel about it? Should the Bulls have like Atlanta? Who going for it? Atlanta going for it? Orlando going for it? Did I say Atlanta? Atlanta and so
said Atlanta, Orlando. I think they made
it's another one. Detroit too. They seem
Detroit. They got some good. They picked up some good pieces too.
I think it'd have been easier easy for us to just make a couple splash moves to get some guys that can do some things go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just think that right now you just gotta go with what you gotta go with. I think you don't do nothing impulsive, at least right now, because I don't think that AK knows how to win a trade. That's just me personally. I feel like he hasn't won a negotiation in a while. at least when it comes to trades. You could say that he's won with contract negotiations. Kobe White, Ayodo Subu. You lost with Patrick Williams contract negotiation, but you definitely just won with Trey Jones contract negotiation. So you got some wins when it comes to contracts, but when it comes to trades, I just say just stay the course because you
Yeah.
don't want to get too thirsty. C-Dub, this is where I was gonna go, and I know you gonna probably flip out your seat virtually when I say it. And I know y'all, if you still sticking around listening to this talk and this work, you might lose your man too. C-Dub. They've been throwing this damn rumor around for Brad Beal. If the Chicago Bulls entertain anything that starts with Brad and Beal and he ends up on my team, it's a F. I don't care how. I know he's not a bad player. He will not fit the mold for what I'm looking for pushing forward. That's just me. I just keep the rumors over there. Keep the rumors over
Bro,
there.
don't even fucking think about it,
I'm
front
telling you.
office. Don't you dare do that. I think that would initiate that United Center starting to become a little bit empty up in there.
Nah,
Because
them
that'll just
motherfuckers
signal
will be
that
there
you guys don't know what the fuck y'all doing if you was to
for
do that.
real.
No disrespect to Bradley Beal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
It's
just don't
just
fit the timeline. I'm
it's
telling
not
you.
you not for us. I know you're a fantastic player, but your injury history, we could look at your history as a ball player and the teams that you won. It's not very much success on the teams that you've been
Facts.
on. So no, it's not a good mix with us. We trying to build something over here with the Chicago Bulls. At least that's what AK said. Um, you know what, nephew? Just to segue to really quick before we go on to the next topic. This is a great thing for the Chicago Bulls that the Eastern Conference is going to be weaker. Not the fact that the Bulls are going to be competing better because there's lesser teams to compete with. It's because we're going to see how good of a job the front office is doing because
Mm.
they did not add any key pieces from any other team. They content with the team. So that means the team that they're building should be within the 6 seeds of the Eastern Conference with those teams that's out of contention, like falling down out of contention. Is this a good gauge to judge what AK and Eversley at next season? This team that they built should be in the top 6 if AK and Eversley are building the correct way.
Well, I think that's a hell of a point. I was just gonna say, can this team overachieve with the weakened Eastern Conference? Because
Okay, yeah.
right now going into the season, if everybody was healthy, we like a play in. So do
Yeah.
you make it to the playoffs finally? Do you
Did you
finally make it to the playoffs?
add the 3 teams that's gonna be kind of down this year uh to that last equation you just said?
Well, we talking about Boston. I still think Boston's still gonna be good. I'm not saying top 3, but I still think Boston's gonna be good. If Philly, if they come around and they be healthy, they're gonna be good. The Cavs, they still have their guys, and they added Lonzo Ball, which I think is really, really good for them if
Yeah.
he can stay healthy, and I think he will. I don't think the issues is in his lower extremities anymore. I think it's more so with that wrist injury now. So we'll see how that plans out. But your Atlantas, your Orlandos, these are teams that was in the mix last year. Now you still got to see if you gonna match up in a play-in for the 4th time against the damn Miami Heat.
See, that's why I said that, nephew, because they look like they trying
So
to
can you
posture.
overachieve?
I think they should overachieve, nephew. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro,
Yeah,
you
I
should
agree.
be at the top 6. And like Eversley, when he made that little interview after the first round of playoff, they tried to, you know what I'm saying, be slick about it. Like bro, we chilling, we hold it, we step it back. Like they trying to obviously say we trying to make the play in. No, motherfucker, you should just while you playing regular, trying to get better, you should make the top 6 seeds with all the things that's happening in the Eastern Conference. You should be in the top 6 seeds. Let's not take it easy on these two guys. We could develop and
Facts.
still be in the top 6 seeds.
Facts. You got to push forward. And that's what we about to do. We're going to move on to the last topic of the show. Hope y'all enjoyed that first half. For the second half, we got to talk about my man's Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball, again, he was doing an interview. He talked about his trade going from Chicago to Cleveland. Hey, Joe Kim Noah said, don't nobody want to go to Cleveland, Lonzo. I ain't going to hold you. But you said this. He said, I'm so happy to get over there and get started to meet everybody, get familiar with everything, and take it as far as we can. I feel like it's just a blessing, bro. To be honest, I mean, everybody keeps asking me how I feel about the trade. I'm like, shit, I'm just happy to be playing anywhere, let alone a team that has a real chance to win a ring. My whole life, I feel like I've been playing the right brand of basketball, and that's to win games. So I feel like I'm going to a great situation, and I just want to play my role and do what I can to help. Hell of a saying from Lonzo Ball. C-Dub, what you think about it?
Oh man, I'm so happy for Lonzo Ball. He was one of my favorite players while I was here. I mean, the time that he was able to play, you know what I'm saying? He only played he played less than a season. He played 70 games in 4 seasons for us. So this was destined to happen. We kept telling y'all at the beginning of the offseason, like, all right, it might happen, bro. Like, look at the numbers. Now, the situation that he's in a great situation. Think what Alex Caruso did for the OKC Thunder. He
Mm.
come in and be a difference maker. Just let him loose. Let him loose like a pit bull on defense. He could do the same type things that Alex Caruso can do. He got great anticipation, fast hands, great defensive IQ, and on the offensive side, man, I know Cleveland wish that he wasn't an injury problem, because if he wasn't an injury problem, I believe they would start him and they would try to get Darius Garland, which they tried to do
They try to do
reportedly.
anyway.
They tried to do
KD.
reportedly early. Yep. But they try to do reportedly early, or try to move his ass to the bench, because Lonzo Ball brings size to the starting lineup. You could start him with Donovan Mitchell, and Lonzo Ball does not takes away a weakness on the defensive side. With Darius Garland on this team defensively, they go down on defense. But if you add Lonzo to Ball to those defenders with those two big guys over there, Mobley and Jarrett,
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness, they'll be terrific, bro. But it all depends on health with Lonzo, which is a big if. And what are they gonna do with Darius Garland if they could convince him to come off the bench, or he's gonna have to play less minutes because Lonzo got to be on the floor a lot of the time.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think throughout the season you're gonna be able to have a good regular season running your lineup with them. And but I think that when it comes to the playoffs, you're gonna have to pick and choose your matchups. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Maybe you don't necessarily fully diminish those guys' minutes, but you say, hey, Garland, you're gonna run with a little Lonzo, Donovan Mitchell, you're gonna run with some Lonzo. You're gonna stagger y'all minutes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just in certain situations, so you can see what happened. Because a coach that we just watched in the finals, Rick Carlisle, he got guts. He ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He got guts. He did screw up that one time with TJ McConnell when he should have kept him in the game, but he ain't care, bro. He was playing if you was giving him some minutes, he gonna play you. Except that one time with TJ McConnell. But shout out to Lonzo, because he could have threw shade on the Chicago Bulls. He didn't. He grateful, and I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
a lot of times we had to critique these players because that's just a part of the job and how we evaluate stuff. We try to be fair with it. But hey, my man's get
I
another opportunity. Maybe a change of scenery will be good for him.
I ain't gonna lie, nephew, but if he would have had some bad words for Chicago, I'd have changed my opinion on Lonzo. Like, Joe, bro,
Facts.
you didn't play, bro, and we kept you on. We
Agreed.
kept paying you, bro. It was nothing else to say. So I think nothing bad for him to say. So I think he did the correct thing. He
I
did it
agree. They
like a
stuck
pro.
by you and re-up on you.
And re-up, they gave him another contract,
And
bro.
read up on you and send you to a good situation.
Yeah, so if
Should
he would
be
have
no
said
bad
something
word.
like you a BAN, you would have been a BAN for real. Y'all know what it means. We trying to get monetized. Can't say it.
Yeah. This man funny, but hey, man, we hope y'all enjoyed today's show. C-Dub, you got anything left?
Summer League starting this week. Make sure y'all tune in. We will be live calling the first game. I think it's
I
at
think it's
5.
set. No, that bitch at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, then we good. We'll see y'all on the first game of the Summer League. Montes playing, baby. Let's go.
Montes, I'm interested to see how that look. Montes and Noah in that
Yeah.
first game.
Oh,
Put
I
them on
want
the
to see
floor at
how
the
it look.
same time. They're gonna be tall as hell.
Tall as hell, long and lanky.
Tell
For real.
Javon Freeman Liberty, hey, this ain't your time, bro.
This
Don't be
ain't your
chucking.
time.
Don't
Watch
be
out.
chucking. Don't be chucking, bro.
That's why I looked at that with a kind of side eye. Like, y'all got Buddy on here.
Don't be
Buddy ain't
chucking,
passing.
bro.
He ain't
For
passing,
real.
bro.
But hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate y'all, man. It's definitely been a hell of an off season for us. We keeping this thing rolling, and y'all been showing up and showing out, even calling us. questioning us if we popping up on a live high and drop. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Yeah, but we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all always see red, and y'all already know we're gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. Cognac gang.